November 3rd, 1991 is a date that fans of the legendary rock band Journey will remember forever. Why? Because it was the final performance with the remaining members of the band's classic lineup. Some fans claim that the performance was actually the band's last gasp, while others recognize the seemingly somber performance as a fitting tribute to late concert promoter Bill Graham. What is the true story? Stick around and find out that things aren't always exactly the way they seem to be. When compared with the late 70s and early 80s, the 90s are a very different decade for the remaining members of Journey. With the release of Raised on the Radio in 1987, Ross Valerie and Steve Smith are no longer part of the band. The remaining members of the band are Neal Schon, Jonathan Cain, and Steve Perry. Schon and Cain are in another band that's getting quite a bit of airplay called Bad English with singer John Waite. As previously mentioned, the gig they were doing was a one-off tribute to concert promoter Bill Graham, who had recently passed away. The San Francisco concert was free to all, and despite the event being communicated as a joyous celebration of a life well lived, there was a tinge of sadness that permeated the air as musicians and fans alike remembered the influential concert promoter. Journey's set list was small, only 3 songs, stripped-down versions of Faithfully, Lonely Road Without You, and Lights. All sounded beautiful and showed the true beauty of Steve Perry's voice. This was the first time that Steve had performed with Schon and Cain since the 1987 tour, supporting Raised on the Radio. The emotion on their faces for the loss of Graham, and the understanding that they had of this being something that would probably never happen again, was raw and obvious. Whatever their personal differences, you could visibly see that they enjoyed performing together and respecting each other's talents. The clips on YouTube make it seem like the people in the crowd, largely fans of the Grateful Dead, were unengaged. However, the reason you can't hear the crowd is because this is recorded off of a soundboard. There are no mics pointed at the audience, and without the mics, it's impossible to really sense the energy and excitement that the crowd might have felt seeing Journey together for the first time in years. And in fairness, it's unlikely that anyone in the crowd realized that this could possibly be the last time that Perry would perform live with the band. More than 25 years have passed since this short but historic concert, and thank heavens we have the entire 10-minute performance archived on YouTube. That said, remember, you can't hear the crowd because of the audio mix. The story that this performance was so disappointing to Steve Perry that he made the decision to forever part ways with Journey is nothing more than a myth. In fact, Perry recorded with the band again one last time for the 1996 release of Trial by Fire, and he would have toured with the band again if not for a hip injury which kept him off the road that year. So what do you think of Journey and Steve Perry? Leave your thoughts in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.